Hello and welcome to another update video about Near Protocol. A lot of requests about Near Protocol. I covered the last time over a week ago. Here it was on the 30th of April. And before we dive deep into the Near Protocol TA, let's set the scene and let's talk about what I said in the last video. We are even lower on the RSI than we were end of January, where the MACD was lower though. Yeah, so that indicates that we should see here soon a reversal, and it could be a big one, because if you go that much down, there will typically be some sort of counter reaction. Not immediately, but this is going down fast. I mean, wow, this is going down fast. So I don't think the downtrend is over yet. We go down too fast for that. Yeah, we go down too impulsively for that, but there will be a counter reaction soon. And that could happen really soon. That could happen, for example, at the $10 level or even at $10.50. So let's see what we actually did. And we were at the time at $10.70, pretty much the same price where we are currently. But I said the counter reaction, the corrective move up in this overall downtrend could happen at $10. And there you go. We reached the $10 level, $10.07, but that is the one that I meant here, the 78.6% Fibonacci level that I had on the chart back then, pretty much $10, and that is the area that we came to. It's also a psychological support level. Yes, so these round numbers like $10, $20, $100, they are always psychologically important levels. We have seen here a corrective move up, but we are already heading further down. We have come down again after that, quite impulsive again. So it was exactly as expected here, just a counter reaction, a corrective wave in an overall downtrend. As I said, the downtrend isn't over yet. We've come down again here. That was today even, or we've come all the way down to 10.26 again. So pretty much nearly to that level again. So if I even here draw those Fibonacci levels from the low to the high, we've even come below or dropped below the 88.7% Fib level just of that level here, of that wave. Not bullish at all. Yes, we are again above it, but we've come down very impulsively again. So for me, I mean, sure, as long as we hold the $10 level, that's fine. That is, of course, an important support level, as you can see. And from here, we could obviously start. But again, we don't really see a bullish signal. Maybe we see one on the shorter time frame, but not really. We still here make a series of lower highs and lower lows, as you can see. But we can see a bullish divergence on the 4-hour chart. That is potentially here a short-term signal that we're getting, because if you take a look here at the Near Protocol RSI on the 4-hour chart, no, it's not a bullish divergence. No, it's actually not. All right, it's not one. So don't worry, not really bullish signals yet. What this is though, what it could be, how we could see it as some kind of a descending, broadening wedge. That is the pattern that we see here across various cryptocurrencies at the moment. Have we broken out or not? For me, it's not clear. I don't think we have yet. Maybe we get more clarity if we go to the 1-hour chart. Yeah, here I think we can see that we haven't really broken out yet. We're just trying to. So you can obviously draw the trend line here in a way that here you have another touch point, and we are still hovering below that level. So in my view, we haven't broken out yet, but a descending, broadening wedge is generally considered a rather bullish pattern. It's pretty much like a descending wedge, where you have the contracting lines. This one here has diverging lines, and again, it just indicates the exhaustion of a downtrend. And to be fair, we have come down so low. That is what I said in the last video. The RSI on the daily was just oversold. Therefore, we have to expect here a corrective move up, which happened. Yeah, a very corrective move up. Yeah, you've come up, you've come down quite a lot again. Up, you come down quite a lot again. We make higher highs and higher lows, but overall, this is a very corrective structure. Here, you make actually a lower high, that one, yeah. Then you make a higher high, that's fine. But here, that lower high in between. And again, we've come down quite a lot anyway again, right? Now we are finding support here potentially, and this is a pattern that we can now take a look at. This is a potential trade setup, trade opportunity. I'm not telling you to do it, to buy anything, but what I can do here is point you towards certain patterns on the chart that can be used as a trade setup. Of course, you know, I can help you see things that you might not spot or whatever. currently we might actually with that candle break out. This is how it's currently looking like, but it's also only the current 1 hour candle. If we break above this level here, I think the first major resistance will be here at the beginning of the wedge, which is $11.30. And if we break above that, well, this is not only here the first the target of the wedge, the first target, which is usually the beginning of the wedge. No, also here we had previous support, so it is a typical area where you would find some kind of support or resistance. Yeah. And above that, I would say the next logical level would be that $12.15 level as resistance, which is the 61.8, I believe. Yeah, 61.8% Fibonacci level to the downside. I would also not be surprised if we drop here to the downside, maybe a little bit because we are quite oversold. Next support to the downside should we drop below that $10 level here. My view is we could get to that $8.80 level, which is here the 88.7% Fibonacci level of that overall move that we have done here. Yeah, so we have come down, talked about it up here, that the uptrend was over when that when the previous lows were broken. That did send it down from the confirmation point 30% down, and I believe we are very close to buy area levels. I think I already had a limit order trigger as per my buy order sheet, because for NEAR it is a very nice and volatile cryptocurrency. Had a take profit order up here, and now taking these profits and buying NEAR again for a 30% reduced price. That is what we need to wait for. We need to wait for a signal now of the market. We need to wait for the breakout point. Overall, I think this downtrend could be over temporarily. Yeah, as I said, I also expect here some upside now for Bitcoin. We are holding here the $10 level for now. But of course, if you lose the $10 level, then it sends it down to 8.82 in the next instance. Yeah. What we see here short term is this descending broadening wedge. And as I said, this is a rather bullish pattern. So a breakout here could send it up to $12.16. So this is pretty much looking not too bad. What do actually the longer term indicators say? So the 4-day chart, which is quite relevant, actually pointing here to the downside on the MACD. There, this is not looking too good on the 4-day chart. The weekly also here bearish crossover very recently. So the longer term indicators point here rather to the downside. MACD, we don't really have a lot of history on the monthly chart. The 2-day also quite bearish. Also here bearish engulfing candle. So that actually medium term still points for further downside, which makes sense from a Bitcoin perspective as well, where I expect now a corrective move up and then afterwards basically the capitulation. And again, I explain all that in the Bitcoin videos. Here it would also make sense for NEAR at $10 now to find support, maybe break out to the upside of that descending broadening wedge. Again, $12.15. If that gets broken, next level could be here the $13.61 level before we then turn down again and might get once more into that yellow area. Okay, that's my view about the NEAR protocol. Hopefully you liked the update. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment and subscribe. And if you really like the content, check out the channel membership. At some point in the near future, probably in the next couple of months, I will stop accepting new members because we're already 1,500. I wanted to stop it at 2,000. So there are roughly 500 spaces left. Just to make you aware, I think there's still probably a couple of months time, but at some point I will stop that just to make you aware, because it needs to be manageable in the chat rooms and everything. And also, if you really like the content, check out the trading course if you're interested at all. You can find the trading course on morecryptoonline.com. Thanks a lot for watching. Bye-bye.